I was folding laundry when a pregnant woman rang my doorbell holding my husband's credit card bills. She said I owed her money. I smiled and invited her in. A pregnant stranger was standing at my door holding my husband's credit card bills. "You control the money," she said, "so you're paying for his baby." I looked at her for exactly 3 seconds. Then I smiled and invited her in. Her name was Jessica, 23 years old, designer maternity dress, perfect pink nails, the kind of confidence that only survives until someone stops being polite. She strutted into my living room like she owned it. She didn't know I'd been waiting 6 weeks for someone to make this mistake. "Michael told me everything," she announced, dropping a manila folder on my coffee table. Credit card statements fanned across the glass, prenatal care, furniture, doctor visits, almost $30,000. She tapped one perfect nail against the stack. "He can't support us because you control every cent." I studied the statements calmly. My name was on some of those cards. My hands didn't shake. "And you're certain it's his?" I asked. Her face went red. "How dare you?" "I dare," I said quietly, "because you're in my home demanding my money. I think certainty is fair." She shoved a paternity test across the table. "Fine." I read it, set it down, looked up at her. "How long?" I asked. 8 months. She said it proudly, like longevity made betrayal romantic. 8 months. While I was sleeping in hospital chairs beside my dying mother. While I was learning blood counts and insurance forms. While I was planning a funeral and pretending to hold it together. Michael was telling a 23-year-old that his wife was the problem. "Let me guess," I said. "He said I control everything, that he's trapped, that he needs more time." Her eyes flickered. "He said you financially abuse him," she snapped. I laughed. Not mean, not loud, just genuinely amazed. "Oh, honey," I said. "Is that what he told you?" I stood, walked to the desk by the window, and pulled out my own folder. I placed our tax return on top of her stack. "Point out my income," I said. She leaned in, scanned the page, frowned. "This shows you made nothing." "Correct, because I gave up my career to care for his mother, then mine. I haven't worked in 5 years. I let that land. The house is his inheritance. The investments are his trust fund. The only money I touch is the household allowance he transfers to me each month." The word allowance hit her like cold water. Her voice dropped. "That's not what he said." "No, what he said was that I'm the reason he can't leave his pregnant girlfriend." She flinched hard at the word girlfriend. Not the word Michael had used. I could tell. "There's something else he didn't mention," I said. "His trust fund has a morality clause. Adultery, children outside the marriage, any of those." And the trustees cut him off completely. Jessica's hand fell from her belly. "He never told me that." "Of course not. Much easier to make me the villain." The room went very quiet. Outside, a lawnmower hummed down the street. Normal Sunday sounds. The world completely unbothered by what was unraveling inside my living room. "Does he know you're here?" I asked. She shook her head. Small. Suddenly, very young. "I have this entire conversation recorded," I said. "One-party consent state." Her face went pale. "I'm not going to use it against you," I continued. "I'm going to use it against him." She stared at me. "Get your own lawyer," I said. "Save every message he sends, every promise he breaks, every time he cancels, threatens, or disappears. Document all of it. You're helping me? I'm protecting both of us." Jessica looked down at her belly. When she looked back up, the expensive confidence was completely gone. "I thought you were the villain," she whispered. "He needed you to," I said. "It kept you from asking the right questions." I walked her to the door. She paused on the porch, folder clutched to her chest, Michael's broken promises inside it. "What are you going to do?" she asked. I smiled. "Tonight?" I said. "I'm making his favorite dinner." Her eyes widened. "And then I'm going to sit across the table and watch him eat it." I closed the door softly. In the kitchen, the oven timer dinged. Right on time. Full story on the channel linked below.